Hi, Brian here from Bizarre Props. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Lots of new subscribers, thank you very much. If you haven't already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button there. Thank you very much, make me very happy, man. Now, I did put a short video of some tentacles, 2 metre, they're actually about 2.5 metre actually, tentacles for Pirates of the Caribbean theme a few years ago. I've just put them on moving at the event, and lots of people have asked me, how did they make them? So, I haven't actually documented it, so what I've done is I've got some video clips and some photographs, and I'll put them all together and I'll do a voiceover, which you'll hear in a moment, explain roughly how I made the tentacles. Hope you enjoy it. Coming up after this one, in a few days' time, I do have the animated tentacle stroke elephant trunk. That'll be coming along it's going along very nicely at the moment. Just having the time, even though we're in lockdown, lots to do. Okay, so do enjoy this video, and comments would be more than welcome. Thank you. A few years ago I was contacted by a big events company here in the UK, and they asked if I could make some giant octopus tentacles to be used in a Pirates of the Caribbean theme at a giant Christmas ball at the NEC in Birmingham. The brief was they had to be thrashing about over the side of a pirate galleon. So I came up with an idea, came up with a price, and they gave me the go-ahead. So the first thing I had to do was make a form in which to sculpt the tentacle on. So I made, as you can see in the photograph, it's a bit of plywood. It's a bit like the shard in London that goes up to a point. I filled it with foam, and then I wrapped cling film all around it, so that would hold the clay on once I started to sculpt. These next few photographs, you'll see the actual tentacle sculpted, and also on a couple of the photographs you'll actually see the back part of the mould. It was a 2-piece mould, big mould. It was so big and I was scared of it cracking. I had to make a frame in order for it to rest in when it was completed, and it was connected to a hoist from a ceiling joist to lift it up so I could fill it. Quite a feat really, and from that mould I run off 3 of the tentacles. First it was latex was placed inside the mould. I brushed it in 2 halves first, and then put the mould together, and then I placed down the centre of the mould a piece of PVC pipe. I think it was about 15mm diameter, placed right down the middle of the tentacle, and then I poured in expandable soft foam, because if I didn't put the PVC pipe in to the mould, it would have flopped even more than they actually do. So the pipe just give it a little bit of rigid, made it a little rigid. So that's why the pipe went in, and the pipe stuck out the bottom and was fixed to the mechanism that made it move, as you can see on this photograph here. And there was 12-volt motors, basically a cam. When I made it in the workshop, I put garden gate hinges on the first run at the actual venue. The garden gate hinges actually broke, so I had to shoot off into Birmingham and get some really heavy duty hinges and replace them as soon as I could.
and there it is working. All the parts, not all the motors, I got some from a scrapyard, but I bought one and a couple of the linkages, well, 3 linkages from freight props.
So the next stage was to pull the tentacles from the mould and then remove all the flashing from around and seal it with a soldering iron to seal anything that was there and fill any holes in, etc. And then had to decide what colours to do it. Now, bear in mind that at the venue the lighting would be quite strong, so we didn't want to make the colours on the actual tentacles too strong anyway, because I knew the light at the venue would pick out the colours anyway. So we decided to go with very pale sort of salmon pink and creams and that sort of thing. And I have to say, when they did eventually were at the venue, the colours did pick the lights out, and it worked out quite well in the end. The PVC pipe that ran down the centre of the tentacle was attached to a 2x1 piece of battening, which was hinged to a base, and then the arm from the motor was attached to that, which gave it the movement. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've done what I could with what little reference I had from the actual job itself. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and give us a like on Facebook.